Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Seven, and today I'm going to be talking about an Instagram post that really stuck with me, and I'm going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the matter. But before we get to that, I'm going to talk about the gameplay that's going on in the background. I got CSGO going on in the background, and I want to apologize for the shitty gameplay. I'm pretty new to PC gaming. I haven't really, picked it up, so I'm kind of learning it for the first time. And the frame rates and the graphics are pretty bad too. I'm running all of this through my laptop, so it's kind of strenuous on my laptop to be running CS:GO and the screen recording software. So I apologize for the choppy frame rates and all the poor graphics and stuff like that. Right now, I just can't afford a gaming PC, and my setup's pretty awful, if I'm being honest. But for the time being, it works. So. Until I have enough money, then this is just gonna have to do. So I apologize for that. Eventually, I want to be able to give you guys more entertaining content, and maybe even bring gameplay commentary videos, like live commentaries, maybe like funny videos like Fits or Swagger Souls or things like that. But for now, we're just gonna stick with voiceovers and story times. Anyways, getting back to my main point for why I want to make this video, there was an Instagram quote that really stuck with me, and I know it's cringy. Making a whole video because of an Instagram quote, but I feel like it applies to me and my friends and a lot of other people who might be in the same situation as I am right now. So the quote goes, if you don't come out of self-quarantine with a new skill, or you haven't started that project that you've been wanting to start for a long time, maybe a side hustle or anything like that, then you never lack the time to do it, you just lack the self-discipline. And to expand on that, basically what it's saying is, if you haven't done what you set out to do this year yet, you don't lack time. You just have a shitty work ethic, or you just have a horrible self-discipline. And at first I might, some of you guys may be thinking the same thing I was thinking, but at first when I read it, I was like, oh, whatever, like fuck off. Don't tell me how to live my life. You're an Instagram post, you little piece of shit. Don't make me feel bad about myself. But then I thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, you know what? It kind of makes sense, and it kind of applies to me. For the longest time, I've been wanting to start this YouTube channel. I've always wanted to have a place where I could voice my opinions and build a following, and then make it a full-time career. I always thought it'd be a really nice thing to do, a really fun thing to do. And I just never started it. My excuse was I always never had time. It was always, oh, I never have time to make videos, I never have time to do this, that, etc. But I spent 2 weeks on self-quarantine, not doing shit. 2 weeks, and I haven't started this YouTube channel. Of course I started it like a couple days ago, but I realized, this quote made me realize that I'm just a piece of shit. I'm a lazy sack of shit, man. I just constantly procrastinate and put off my goals, and that's why I never achieve anything. And I know it sounds like I'm being harsh on myself, but it's true. I feel like we all need to be a little harsh on ourselves sometimes, especially when it comes to something like achieving our goals. And so I realized that I've been putting off this YouTube channel because I always told myself I never have time, but now I have all this fucking time. Like, I'm literally doing nothing. But I realized it's just a lack of self-discipline, And I realized that the lifestyle that I want, being a YouTuber and having the freedom to do whatever I want, to make content, tell me what to do or when to work, things like that. Having that much freedom, I realized, requires discipline. That discipline equals freedom, if that makes sense. I sound fucking crazy, but discipline equals freedom. Let me explain. I realized since I've only just started for a couple of days, but I get a sense that it's really easy to procrastinate and to fall to fall into bad habits with this career if we don't have good self-discipline. Because I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'm gonna make a video, and then I'll do something and I'll be like, I don't really feel like it, I'll make it later, and then I'll do it later, and then I'll do it later. And I know procrastinating and then I end up not making a video altogether. So, I don't know if I'm doing it well, if I'm explaining it well. Let me, I guess another way to explain it is, this is a real fucked up way to explain it, but let's say you have like a dog, like a pet dog, and it's just fucking up all your furniture when you're not home. It keeps chewing up your furniture and fucking up your toilet paper and just ruining your curtains, everything. It's just fucked. You're not gonna let that dog out. You're gonna put it in a cage. And so the dog lacks the discipline to have the freedom to roam around the house, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the same thing with this lifestyle that I'm chasing, this YouTuber lifestyle. If I lack the freedom to control myself, you know, and to know when it's time to work and know when it's time to really hustle and focus, then I'm not going to succeed. And this whole thing is just, it's not going to work. And I feel like that applies to a lot of my friends right now, and maybe it applies to you guys, especially now in quarantine. All of us are staying inside, and we want to have these things. You know, some people, maybe you want to be a YouTuber like me, or maybe you wanted to get in shape for summer. Maybe you want a healthier lifestyle, or maybe you know, whatever you want to do. You want to write a book, or you want to make music, or whatever you wanted to do. The excuse that you don't have time right now, it doesn't really work anymore. It holds no value. You probably just have a shitty discipline like me, or a shitty work ethic. It's all right. We're in the same boat. The whole point of this video isn't to make you feel bad. The whole point is to just kind of step back and take a look at yourself. That's what I did, and it's really important that we understand where we are now, so we can get to where we want to be. And this sounds really cringy, really like preachy. This sounds like every self-help book that you'll ever read. But I think it's really important, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. So I guess my final notes on this is that if you ever wanted to do something, now is the very best time to do it. You know, especially if you're in the same situation like me and a lot of my friends, where we don't have our part-time jobs anymore, and school is, you know, we don't actually have to attend school. We're just kind of, you know, fucking about online, or, you know, some of us aren't even attending the online session. Not gonna name any names, but now is the best time for you to start something. If you always wanted to do something, do it. If you want to read a book, read it. Go for a run. You know, eat your vegetables. I don't know, whatever you want to do it. Now's the best time. But really, I think that wraps it up for this video. It's pretty short. You know, I don't want to ramble on too long, because then it's just gonna get boring and excessive. But this is just something to think about while we're on quarantine. You know, if you enjoyed this video, or if any of it makes sense, leave a like, and then comment down below if you've always wanted to start something but you just haven't. Or, you know, comment if you have a similar situation like us. But really, I want to hear if you guys have any goals that you haven't achieved yet, and you're planning on doing it during quarantine. I'd love to hear about it. Anyways, if you enjoyed content like this, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, maybe even share the video. So far, I plan on releasing daily content. I'm really enjoying this kind of work schedule right now. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Of kind of waking up and getting to the work routine. Self-discipline. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of self-discipline, you know, like we talked about in this video. But I'm planning on posting daily content. So if you enjoy gameplay and daily content like this, then subscribe to the channel. I plan on, when I have enough money, I want to start doing actual gameplay, like live gameplay clips, maybe something a little more entertaining than just me rambling on over some gameplay. But, you know, humble beginnings. So for the time being, this is what it's going to be like, but I plan on ramping up production value, if you get my drift. Anyways, I'm rambling on too long. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of this video. Leave a like, comment if you have any stories that you'd like for me to hear, and subscribe. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.